Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Asphalt Legends. So it's week 2 of Pro Game Masters, and Drive Syndicate 17 is now live, and we're going to be trying to get what is this? We're going to be trying to get what was that car? The Venom GT. All right, the Venom slightly older brother. The Venom F5 is slightly older brother. The Venom GT is basically which realistically is a basically overgrown. Basically, it is an overgrown. What is this? It's basically an overgrown Lotus Elise. When you think about it, or a Lotus Elise on steroids. Whatever. You know what? You get the point. Okay. Anyway, for those who are currently watching right now, I would like to have some feedback on my new mic settings or my new audio settings. I'll post a pinned comment there, and I would like to. Actually, you know what? Better yet, I'm just gonna post a poll later on. But as usual, I'm gonna be doing my usual round of announcements on my socials. So hopefully, I can finish that 3 minutes. Let's do it. All right. I'll be back. Wait, what time is it? Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna get. Okay. Where's my window? Okay. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Asphalt Legends. So, it is currently week 2 of Pro Game Masters, which, honestly, at the moment, for my what is this? for my GDM Turbo Fest, I'm currently a little paywalled. Sorry, I'm currently a little token walled, in which I'm just relying on the games, on the store's free tokens or free refresh tokens right now to get free refresh tokens in order for me to get some blueprints at the moment. So currently it's kind of hard. So yeah. Before I begin the stream, I would like to ask a question for everybody. And I'm going to put a poll. How is my how does my voice sound? All right. For some reason the poll doesn't show up. Wait, does the poll show up on my? Oh, Rep Master, really? Okay. Well, you know what? Nice one. Anyway, that is so weird. That the poll shows up a little differently than expected. But oh well. Anyway, the reason why is because I recently discovered while I was trying to tune my how my voice sounds, because I'm preparing to record my first ever big video. Yeah, I'm preparing to record my first ever big video, as in the big butt tutorial. Oh, hello Apollo, thank you for joining in. Just lower the voice. Okay, you know what? Well, I guess that's gonna depend. That's gonna depend based on. Unfortunately, I have not sound tested the mixing on this one. I'm gonna have to figure it out after the stream. So if it does sound too loud for now, I guess I'm gonna have to ask you guys to turn down the volume a bit. But I feel like considering many people would consistently say too loud for podcasts. You know what? Okay. Again, I'm still testing things out, so I'm gonna have to. I just finished this car stages with the money runs. Tomorrow I'll start with the Mercedes stage. Wait, huh? The Mercedes stage is already live right now. For Drive Syndicate, Mercedes stage is already live right now. Like if you're gonna go to the shop right now, the Mercedes chapter. What is the name of the chapter? Oh yeah, the one with Admiral Akbar from Star Wars. It's a trap. Yeah. So that one's already live right now. You can check shop right now, and you can see that the Mercedes packs are already available. Well, it's available. Wait, it shows. Okay. But at the moment, for now, I'm currently. Oh boy, here we go again. From 3rd to 8th anniversary. Yeah. I mean, technically, moment for Drive Syndicate, I'm currently stuck at Message from the Shadows number 4. So, literally at the moment, I ran out of money and I need some more to upgrade before I start, and I just finished the MP to grade 2. Yes. So at the moment, for me, but the Remac Nevera has a key. Okay. I already have the Remac Nevera, so that doesn't really matter to me. So my issue here, Bro's too loud in the game. The game voice and you shouted. Oh, so it's really too loud. Oh damn. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn down the volume. Hold on a minute. No. Maybe I need to adjust this one. Compressor. What if I put the compressor to just 0 dB? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay. I think that's good. I turned it down to like 50%. So negative 6 dB. I'm not sure if that's okay for you, Vardan. But yeah. Wait. No. So unfortunately, at the moment for the Ayla 60, Huitrong GT, the engine sounds guy, he noted that this car is actually in Asphalt 8, and for some reason his main complaint is that this car's in Asphalt 8. Why is the engine sound different? Are you guys out of ideas, or to keep reusing the Viper V10 sound? Yeah. So my issue right now is that I'm currently broke right now, so I cannot play this stage. I can literally complete this stage. I just need. They will give. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Are you talking about? Where is it? Okay, wait. Before I begin the where is that? What is the name? What is the name of that again? Gaming with Awesome. Hold on. Okay. Are you talking about this one? Gaming with Awesome exclusive reveal has whipped up a week of free rewards to celebrate the 8th anniversary from the 3rd to the 8th next week. List of rewards: Carrera GT decal, 5 blueprints featured in the 5 blueprints for all the cars featured in the anniversary TLE. B epic wildcards and A epic wildcards. 5 blueprint, and then another 5 blueprints. The zebra decal, the Nevera zebra decal, and then a guaranteed unlock, a guaranteed 2-star Nevera with a guaranteed Porsche Carrera GT for literally anybody who doesn't have the car. Obviously, that's great. But in my case, I already have the car, so that's either way. Honestly, 3 epic wildcard is actually pretty nice. I'm gonna collect it either way. What are the featured cars? Mitsubishi, Corvette GS, Carrera GT, Vanda, Cent, Chiron. Oh, 5 of every one of these? Oh, okay. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in the Jesco for sure. Yeah. Well, that will be live next week. Yeah. All right. All right. I mean, they said. I mean, Gaming with Awesome said that this is exclusive to his channel. Like, this is an exclusive reveal. So, and it said here that it features the Rimac Nevera unlock. So, basically, free Gauntlet monster car for free. All right. So, I guess we know what we're getting. All right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. The top remap cars, the top remap cars are both key unlocks. That's for sure. Oh, speak of the devil. You know, okay, here's the thing. There is a TS900. There's a Tushek SE that's coming next week on Monday. So as of right now, I'm literally giving myself every possible opportunity. I'm actually giving myself every possible opportunity. So I'm literally farming. I'm farming blueprints for this car right now. Division 4 is now going to be filled with the Rimac Neveras. Damn. Okay. Juan Verdon, hello. Thank you for joining in. I won't be surprised. Okay. If they just want to star up to get 2 stars, then Okay, here's the thing. Realistically speaking, starting up a car is just going to give you free EXP. Okay? Yeah, starting up a car is just going to give you free EXP. You don't have to upgrade the car. Like, look at my Citroen. My GT Citroen is stuck at 12. My GT Citroen is stuck at 12, stage 12. I'm not upgrading this thing. I'm not gonna spend 1.5 million when there's literally other cars that I can spend on. All right, if you start up a car, you're not up. Especially if it's like A class 6-star or S class 6-star, you're not obligated to upgrade a car past stage 10 or stage 8. Going past stage 10 and stage 8 is like super expensive. You save those upgrades for cars that you're actually going to use. If it's like a collector, then leave it at stage 10 and then be done with it. All right? If 2 stars with key, then I'm ready. It's better that everybody gets a good car than nobody getting it. Onyx is far more worthy of those credits. Yes, that's my point. My EXP farming strat is very simple. This is a super massive spoiler, all right, and this is an overgeneralization of everything for my garage maxing guide. But this is the thing: A and S class. Yeah, A and S class have the worst farming potential ever. All right. If the A or S class, A class and S class Epic 6 are the ones with 6 stars. If you reach stage 10, that car has already peaked its farming potential. Okay? Your car has already peaked its farming potential. Past that, it's like it's super expensive. Did you know? Stage 11 and 12, the cost of stage 11 and 12 combined is more expensive than stage 1 to 10. Guess what? Stage 11 and 12 is actually more expensive than stage 13. And stage 11 and 12 is like the stages that you need to get to stage 5 to 5 stars. All right? My suggestion, all of your cars for A class, target at stage 10. Regardless of whether you get 5 stars or 6 stars, park it at stage 10. And then once you've already upgraded all the other cars all the other cars at similar stages, like again stage 10 or stage 8. That's when you decide: is this car important? Do you need this car in an event? No. Do you need this car for competition reasons? If yes, okay, proceed to stage 10. If no, leave it. Just park it. That's it. That's B class gives consistent garage EXP when upgrading. Correct. That is unless you're, with the exception that don't. With the exception. Okay, here's my exception. How much does a 2-star rank Nevera? Okay, hold on. Are you talking about how much? How much what? How much EXP or how much does it cost? That's two different questions. Apollo Blue, here's something interesting. I would like to show you something very interesting. This is this is my elite class B garage. Look at my 6 stars. Look at my 6-star cars. Notice something interesting? My Ford GTM4 is maxed out. And I even have most of the epics applied that I can apply. But here's something weird. What is the rank? Okay, hold on. Let me go get it. The rank of the remap Nevera is at 4,035. If you're concerned about getting promoted, if you're concerned about getting promoted, here's a hack. Here's a massive hack. Don't upgrade the uncommon parts. Something that I discovered is that uncommon parts give you massive amount of performance and massive amount of rank. All right? They might be the cheapest and they might give you the smallest per upgrade, but A, they're the cheapest per upgrade, and B, they're actually the most cost efficient per upgrade. They're cost efficient per upgrade if you're upgrading them for rank, but they're not cost efficient for EXP. Actually, here's a hack. Here's a simple hack. Uncommon for rank, uncommon for performance, rare for EXP. Most rare upgrades give you the most EXP per spend. Most uncommon parts give you the most amount of rank and performance per spend. Epics are usually somewhere in between. They give you the most amount of EXP and the most amount of performance per upgrade. But they're not exactly the most performance efficient, and they're not exactly the most EXP efficient. So that is a very simple maxim if you're garage maxing. Uncommon for performance, rare for EXP. So with that in mind, this is a hack. If you are running out of money, this is a simple hack. Does it drive it good at stage 2? I'm actually not sure about that. I've never driven a Nevera at stage 2, unfortunately. Here's a common hack. If for anybody who's participating in the GT Black Grand Prix, here's a hack. If you have access to the rare part, it's not a priority. Focus on the uncommon parts. Okay. If you have no hope of upgrading the car, you have no hope. There's no guarantee for you to unlock the car. Just focus your upgrades on the uncommon parts, and then just OC it. You don't need to spend for its rare parts. And here's something very interesting. Did you know that for Class C has a whopping nine uncommons per stat, and you need to spend a total of 36 uncommon parts. But did you know that this EXP is actually the worst EXP in the game? This is the worst way to farm EXP. So yeah, when a car is unlocked, tell me when it drives good at 2 stars. Again, I'm not sure about that. However, I do have the regular Nevera, and I can show you how it drives. I'm just not sure how it drives at 2 stars, unfortunately. Hey, reconnect, please. Please reconnect. For the past 2 updates, this is what I don't like. Usually, I know that connecting a controller is going to take a while. It usually takes like 1 second, 2 seconds. For this update and the previous update, it takes like what? 8 seconds for some reason? I don't know why. Anyway. Alright, I need to start the timer and we need to get... I need to stop yapping and get to the gameplay. Okay. So, first thing first, yeah, we're gonna do some seasonal events. Definitely gonna be spammed in MP2. Oh. One, I'm very sorry. There's a new card to be spammed in MP2. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let you guys know right now what is my next video. I did show you guys that I'm gonna have a follow-up video to my garage tour. I'll tell you guys right now. So I gave you guys the garage tour. What I did not highlight is the unowned garage tour. So basically, the cars that are grayed out. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah. So the cars that are grayed out is what I'm going to feature. Like for example, what is a good example? For example, what are those? Unkeyed LVN, unkeyed Striker, unkeyed Carbon Super Sport. Okay, whatever. Okay, sure. It's gonna be spammed in MP1. Of course, it's gonna be spammed in MP1. Okay. So, you guys clicked on this video because of the Tushek in the thumbnail. You're getting it. I really like the new UI for Drive Syndicate. The one thing that I don't like about it is I think this is a minor gripe. This is a very minor gripe, but I am somebody who who's very fussy about UI. But immediately I think everybody noticed this. The screen flashes like a little bit. The screen flashes like a little bit during the intro. Unknown Gamer, hello, thank you for joining in. You clicked on the stream and nothing else. Well, I appreciate that. And look, I put an effort to actually make a stream thumbnail every single time. Because during my time on Twitch, I didn't have that option. I didn't have that option to make my stream look, you know, more attention grabbing. That's why there was like the art of the clickbait thumbnails. It's just that I'm just trying my best to make sure I'm like as 15 blueprints for the generally only need 1 star, and I didn't realize. Yes, exactly. Actually, I would like to show you guys about something about the Drive Syndicate. Okay, look at this. I think ever since Drive Syndicate Striker, it started with Drive Syndicate Striker. For the first 2 non-event chapters, so chapter 2 and chapter 3. Look at this. The chapter 2 car, ever since they featured ever since they always feature Class C cars in chapter 2 with the new blueprint system, I think they started that since Drive Syndicate Imperium. What they always do is that you need 20 to unlock the car, you need 25 to get it to 2 stars. But the generally, I'm just gonna call it ALA 60. The ALA 60 gets unlocked the moment you. The ALA 60 X15 gets unlocked immediately after you finish Message from the Shadows 3. So once you reach the end of your 1 star, so 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Oh, sorry, 1 star, 1, 2 stars, 1, 2, 3 stars, 2, 3, 4 stars, and then luckily there is no 3, 4, 5 stars. That's not required. There's only 4 parts to chapter 2 all the time. I hope they don't change that. By the time you reach part 4, it's now 2, 3, 4, right? But immediately they actually give you 15. So the bare minimum that you need is 10 blueprints. So I basically hacked my way into the blueprints. I got a little lucky and I got like 7 blueprints. 7? No. I got a little lucky and I got 6 blueprints. No. I got 5 blueprints. I used 1 wild card. Just 1 wild card. Because, you know, C1 wild cards are rare. They're like super rare. They're like unicorns. They only drop like once in a blue moon. Like, yeah. I'm not going to go into detail with that, but that's the point. They're super, super rare that you wouldn't believe that they exist. Okay? So because of that, you only need at bare minimum 3. If you have a regular club, no, it's not here. It's not here. Yeah, that really sucks. But yeah, the bare minimum that you need is 10. So when you get 15, you get the 2 stars, and then you can complete chapter 2. Chapter 2 is completable without wailing, compared to race tune repeat, tune race repeat, who always wails. But yeah. You guys saw that? The screen flashes for like a second. For some people with epileptic seizures, that's probably gonna be a problem. 200 clips worth of money run MP. Sorry, money run clips, and I have not uploaded them for some reason. I need to upload a run like you stole it montage very soon. However, because everybody voted on skill issue. Tushek, I'm not saying that. Good luck on that, but okay. Message from the shadows, okay. Hello, all of the C2 wild cards that I currently have that I have no use for at the moment. Yeah, you guys notice? I have a full stack of C2 wild cards. I have a full stack of C2 wild cards, but no C1 or B1 wild cards. Or if I do, it's just like 1 or 2. The reason is because they know that people are just gonna hoard C1 and B1 wild cards whenever the next until the next Drive Syndicate shows up, so that they can basically steamroll Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 of Drive Syndicate. Bro, smart. Look, I have Vardan. I have seen all of those Twitch clips where some people are, baited to say the donor's name, the bit donor's name on Twitch, to say some really dumb stuff or some really incriminating stuff. Like I remember during the HoloLive Spotlight, there was this dude who frequently jumped into HoloLive streamers, HoloLive YouTubers, with the name Eating Mike Tyson's Butt, in getting them to actually say his name. And I actually said his name even without him showing up. So what about that 179k SP? Right now I have 2-star DTM. Okay. For Van Play games, let me show you. 179. Yes. So 2-star, 2 3-star. 2 3-star, 2 3 4-star. Okay. 2 for cars that are keyed, like the C63 DTM, it's at a 2-star, 2 3-star, 2 3 4-star. Upon unlocking, it's a trap 4. You're now required to have it 3, 4, 5-star. However, the star requirement for it's a trap 5 is just the same as, it's actually just a repeat of it's a trap 4. So you guys are trolling right now. So yes, 179,000. So 179,000. Now, how many blueprints do you need? There is a total. In order for you to get the C63 to 3 stars, you need to have 65 blueprints in total. Yeah, you need to have 63 blueprints in total. 20 plus 15 is 35. Where is it? Here it is. So to get the 2 stars, it's 30. Yeah, to get the 2 stars is 30. To get the 3 stars, you need 35. So if you have a 2-star, C63 that you probably got the 2-star during its what is this? Its Grand Prix, then you can basically steamroll the entire you can basically steamroll chapter 3 very easily. Yeah, you can essentially steamroll chapter 3 very easily. But in my case, I need to collect 9 blueprints. So I'm gonna have to what is this? I'm gonna have to wail a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I didn't realize both of these cars are actually next to each other. Oh yeah, about that. If you type C63 in the Asphalt database, the the Lamborghini car shows up. The Lamborghini SC63 is gonna show up. So you have to explicitly type C space 63. My God. This is what happens when you have 300 plus cars in your garage. Okay, anyway. I would like to show you guys a very forbidden trick. Well, it's not that forbidden, but here's something very interesting. You want to know what's funny about this? You can spend your Sin coins. You can spend your Sin coins right now to upgrade this car to stage 3. Now, why is this important? Because unless you unlock Message from the Shadows 5 or the finale of the chapter, you cannot upgrade this right now. Right now, you cannot upgrade this. My point is, basically, my point is, if you just want to get to focus your Sin coins on this car, if you have the option right now, like if you happen to be swimming with a lot of Sin coins. But if you jump to the garage, and then access the Tushek the Tushek Aeon R right now, if you have the Sin coins, you can access it right now. You can upgrade it right now. So you can upgrade it to stage 3 right now. But when you play the finale of those chapters, like right now, chapter 2 finale, it's still going to be stuck at stage 1. It's just that by the time they reach stage 2 and you pre-upgraded this before chapter 2 finale, it's going to be already at stage 2. That's my point. Tech Guru Summit Gaming. Tech Guru Summit Gaming. Hello, thank you for joining in. I'm actually surprised I'm getting actually this many viewers right now. That's very appreciated. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone for joining in. Got him, Elise. Vertical. Gotcha, Praga. Got him. Hello? Yes, how am I? I was supposed to edit edit a video. I was supposed to edit a video that I was supposed to upload like 2 days ago, but for the past few days, for some reason, I keep oversleeping by 8 hours. And then I wake up like 6 a.m. at my time. Which might not sound that bad, but here's the problem. The issue is that I could not take a nap in the afternoon. Like, my body doesn't want to sleep in the afternoon for some reason, which is kind of weird. Don't you think the Aeon E wasn't electric, which is why it sounded different, and this Aeon R is a normal, which is why it sounded like a Viper? I'm actually not familiar with the Aeon E. I'm gonna have to watch the YouTube video again. There's a YouTube video that cop disappeared. There's a YouTube video by Tushek themselves on their channel, and literally 100% of the comments is about is from people who play Asphalt. I'm not even kidding. So the Aeon E's existence is only known by people who actually play Asphalt for some reason. And in the end, we will be stuck at the GT stage, yes. Starting from Drive Syndicate 3 and onwards, I think, no. I think Drive Syndicate 4 is actually more reasonable. Starting from Drive Syndicate 4 and onwards, Chapter 5... Okay, wait. Chapter 2, new car. Chapter 3 and 4. Chapter 5. Chapter 5. The Chapter 5 car is always going to be a paywall car. Even for people who do actually pay their way to actually complete Drive Syndicate occasionally, they always say that if Chapter 5 is a brand new car, it is always like super difficult to complete. They basically have, I remember somebody in the Discord that I'm currently at, he said he has the Bugatti Bolide. Is it the Bolide? Yeah, he has the Bugatti Bolide. During Drive Syndicate Chimera, he had a hard time. He actually said he had a hard time with Chapter 5. And the way how Chapter 5 has always worked is that not only do you have to whale really hard for the Chapter 5 car, in this case, the Venom GT, not only do you have to whale really hard for the Chapter 5 car, but you also have to whale really hard for the event car. Because how does this work? For those who have never done that chapter, who have never completed that chapter, what happens is this. Notice this one. When you reach the Chapter 5 finale, or at 670,000, my God. At 670,000 Syndicate points, you will unlock the Tushek, you will unlock the event cars gacha packs. The goal is that you have to get the car to 2 stars to unlock stage 4. So not only do you have to whale really hard or get really lucky to get 45 blueprints, so 30 is already provided, you just need to get 15. Just need to get 15. Yeah, that's more difficult than you think. You need to get like 15. So this depends on how much Syndicate points that you didn't spend, and then get the car to stage 4. Get the car to 2 stars, which unlocks stage 4, and then you have to spend for stage 4. So not only do you have to whale for the Venom GT and get it to 4 stars for a car that nobody owns, so nobody owns it before this event, so you're gonna have to whale really hard to get it to stage 4. But you also have to whale for the Tushek Aeon R, the Tushek Aeon R's blueprints. So yeah, and only then can you finish chapter 5 and then get to the chapter 6 car. If you're a long time player or if you're a veteran player like me, chapter 6, you'd be surprised how easy is chapter 6. Like for example, the Cerbera. So I unlocked the Cerbera. When I started chapter 6, my Tuatara was already at 3 stars. And the reason why was because around last year, there was a Tuatara Unleashed. Which is the reason why I actually got the Tuatara at 3 stars. That's the reason why. But for me, I think the difficult part of Drive Syndicate Cerbera is actually because of the Aurora Agile. Where is the Aurora Agile? Yeah, I keep forgetting the Aurora Agile. Like, I already have the Aurora Agile at 2 stars at the time. But when I started chapter 5, I got it to 3 stars, and then I have to whale a little bit to get it to 4 stars. So again, the chapter 5 car is traditionally the most difficult one to spend. Wait, what's the next one? This one. All right, one more. Okay. This Syndicate hasn't made for me. I only unlocked and 2 star. That's why the Drive Syndicate is made first. These 31 days, what to do. Anyways, excited for the free Nevera. Wait, no. There's another Tushek SE that's coming this Monday. It's the one in the Gauntlet shop. That's the second. That's the. Whoa. Okay, that was close. The Tushek in the Gauntlet shop. That's what I'm spending for right now. The reason is because I'm giving myself every good chance. Every possible chance for me to actually unlock the car, because it's been forever since I've seen that car. I haven't unlocked it yet, and I'm probably gonna unlock this with this SE that's coming up. Whoa, okay. Which Tushek? It's the one that requires 85 blueprints instead of. It's the one that requires 85 blueprints instead of key. It doesn't need key. Actually, here's the thing. The Aeon R is currently the only Tushek that has a key. You may have seen me with it, with this car. No, not this one. This one. Yeah, okay. Hey, stop it. This one. This Tushek is the most people refer to the Tushek as this one, the Aeon E. But a lot of people forget that there was previously another Tushek that people probably forgot, and I think it was introduced in the new breed rivals. The Aeon E. No, the Aeon E does not have a key. The Aeon E does not. The Aeon E does not need the key. This is blueprints unlock. This is not a key car. It's a blueprint unlock car. Okay. So we're gonna be done with that. Let's do some daily events for now. You know, I swear, I really don't like this. I don't like this this layout. This layout threw me for a loop, unfortunately. So, you know what? Unfortunately, I did not complete the Bentley Speed 8. So, too bad. I had a very high chance of actually getting it, but oh well. You know, I really wish they actually. You know what? I really wish they featured more elite pre's again. Like for those who own the car, like they should have like 2 separate pre's. They should have 2 separate Grand Prix. One is like the elite pre for those people who already have the car, and then people who don't have the car, they have the regular Grand Prix. So everybody has a reasonably equal chance. So if you're like an alien driver that happens to get lucky at tier 1, isn't competing with people who have roided out cars, who have roided out 4 or 5-star cars. Let me do a quick run of this. I had a YouTube video of this car, of me participating in the first Grand Prix that this car was in, with the exception that most people probably forgot about it. It's titled, They're Gonna Call Me a Hacker. And its YouTube short also linked directly to the accompanying YouTube short that I featured in the garage tour, links to that video. But I'm pretty sure not many people are gonna know that video exists. And I'll be honest, this car at one star is actually a really, really tough car to handle. So how I was able to get first place in that Grand Prix was like, I don't know. To me, it felt like black magic, or I guess, you know, most of my opponents were just derps or something. I just want a decal, that's it. There's nothing more to gain anyway. Yes, same. Though I'd say this one's actually pretty. Wait, these are BMW colors. The heck? Oh well. This is actually not bad. However, this one screams, you know, this one definitely screams alien. Okay. Let's play some daily events. What are some daily events we could do? Lotus Evaya Star Hunt. Wait. I'm surprised I have not golded this. Okay, I'm not gonna do it here though. There are other cars I haven't. Wait. Speedtail and Ashpani. Oh yeah, okay. Since it's featured this season. Well, free tokens is free tokens. Somebody said this specific car featured in the car hunt right now is trash. I'm not hunting for it. And then somebody responded. I think it was a Polo Blue who said that. This car's trash. I'm not hunting for it. And then people are like, don't you want the free 100 tokens? Actually, yeah, that's a good point. The name of this track is called Highland Path. I think. Okay, what else? Speedtail. Oh wait, you know what? I haven't used the Asphalt in a while. You guys can see over here, like, almost all the cars that is featured this season is like, I have them unlocked, with the exception of the Tushek. The Tushek 900. So that definitely gives me a reason to actually unlock the car. Hey, free 200 tokens, right? And also free car, kind of. With the exception that I actually hunted for it. Okay. For those wondering where did I get the Asfani? People call it the gaming mouse car for some reason. I previously got it from Drive Syndicate 10, 2 years ago, when Chicago was featured, unfortunately. How does this car handle? It feels like a W12 Plus. Probably with better acceleration. Imagine calling it the W12 Plus. And it doesn't go as fast as a W12. No, I call it the W12 Plus is because... Okay, wait. Later. Where is it? 79, 61, 58. Well, this is only 4 stars at the moment. $79, 48. So yeah, the stats are actually pretty similar to the W12. Yeah, the stats are pretty similar to the W12. But immediately I feel like the handling and the acceleration is just more responsive overall. That's something that I noticed. So in a lot of ways, yes, it's a W12 Plus. Well, primarily in the nitro department, because that's actually the thing that is lacking with the W12. Its nitro is not reliable. So this car kind of fixes the nitro with the exception that it kind of sacrifices the handling. So I wouldn't say it's a plus, it's more of a side grade in a way. So there's that. Okay. What are we gonna do to pass the remaining 3 minutes? I guess let's play some multiplayer. Wait, what's multiplayer right now? Oh. Okay. Okay. What is currently in Phantom Squad? Because I'm a total killjoy, I'm just gonna use my boy CN. Almost every lobby that I join in, that has the free try CN, I'm the only dude with the. Yeah, I'm the only dude with the decal. So that's like a flex right there. Well, that depends on who you ask. It's either a flex or a flex that you wasted 2 weeks of your life trying to grind for this car decal. Which I do have a video of it, by the way. Stages 16 to 22. Dang it. Hello, Navera. Okay. Somebody's using a like in an MP2, really? Okay, let's jump to another car. I present to you guys the slowest epic car in the game. This car is so bad, rank-wise, that the only people that you're matching up with are racers from Class D. And maybe somebody who's also using the car to abuse MP2, I guess. So, yeah. Oh, hello, Lotus Emea. Whoa. Flashback. Sorry about that. I got flashbanged by my own key light. Sorry, ring light. How do you horribly describe this car? Okay, I'm gonna have my key light is my ring light is acting weird. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to try the old unplug replug again later, but not now. Can I catch up to this guy? I got distracted, which is the reason why I got second to this guy. Horribly describe this car. It's a Resvani Beast X with worse agility stats and a worse rank than with an abusable MP2 rank. Yeah, that's how I describe it. Its top speed is 315 kilometers per hour. Its top speed is 350. Hey, he crashed! Holy fudge, he crashed! Okay. Its top speed is 315 kilometers per hour with nitro. Well, in my current tuning configuration, yes, it is. It's basically a more sluggish Rayvani Beast X. Rayvani Beast X. Okay, I need to fix my. So hold on a minute. So I'm currently in the middle of the darkness right now, unfortunately. So since I'm already on stretch break, I might as well fix my lighting. Hold on a minute. Let me fix this. I can fix it. Don't worry. Plug the plug, and then put the plug back in. Something's not right. Okay, fine. You don't want to work? Alright then, that's okay. This is unfortunate. It looks like my key light has broken. No worries. Let me look for a different light. I have a different light here. Don't worry about it. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I know it's gonna work. Oh my god, that's bright. That's so bright. Okay. Where am I going to put it? You know what? I think that's gonna work. Okay. My god, this mood looks different. This mood looks so weird. My god. Hold on. This mood feels so weird. Like no joke. How do I look like? My god. I wish I could just undo this. But unfortunately my light is not working properly. Like it suddenly doesn't want to work. Yeah, it suddenly doesn't want to work. So I don't really have I don't have much of a choice. The funny part about this is that this kind of looks like I'm in the middle of a power outage or something. Yeah, this looks like I'm in the middle of a power outage, unfortunately. Wait, what else is on this? Okay, that's too bright. That's too bright. Was that a police siren? Yeah. This this looks like in the middle. I'm in the middle of a power outage. Okay, you know what? I think that's good. So for comparison, yeah, this looks so weird, but not much I can do. So okay, okay, so stretch break. I'm gonna look at oh, okay, that's actually a big improvement. Wait, I forgot. I need to address the elephant in the room first. All right. So for those who are not for those who are not familiar with my stream, typically I would time myself for 40 minutes. Yeah, I would typically time myself for 40 minutes, and then I would address the new subscribers. So before the previous stretch break from my previous stream. So I ended with 1,033. Now I now have 1,046. So I think that's like 13. Okay. So for every new subscriber that shows up, I'm gonna do 10 jumping jacks. And for every new like on this video, it's like 5 run in place. So there's 3 likes. However, I only do like maximum of 60 jumping jacks to avoid people botting me, because I know people are gonna bot me. I've been botted before, that's why I have that protection. All right. So we're gonna do 60 jumping jacks to address at least 6 new subscribers. Okay. For those who are not familiar, this is a 4.5 kilogram weight, and for Americans, it's 10 pounds. All right. So 60 jumping jacks. Wait, let me fix my drawstring first. Okay. Okay. All right. So 60 jumping jacks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Oh yeah, that's correct. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 60. Okay. There are 3 likes on this stream, so we're gonna do 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So to the ones who dropped the subscribe and the ones who dropped the like as well, thank you for that. So I guess all right. So we're gonna get to the next one. We're gonna do some Gauntlet. the amount of people who joined Gauntlet is actually pretty insane. There's like suddenly a lot of people who suddenly joined Gauntlet, which is very surreal to me. Like back then, it's so easy to get. It's pretty easy to drop down to 200. But now suddenly, like, I'm finding myself somewhere in the 300 range, which is insane. Oh, free pack? Okay. Nobody has attacked me yet for some reason. You know what? Alright. There's something fishy about this. Yeah, I knew it. Calling it now. This is Sandbagger. Roman Tumble, 20 seconds. Not bad, but could be better. The Tunnel, 21 seconds. This one's slow. Bridge to bridge. This is pretty good, but I can beat this time. Okay. Usually Roman Tumble is... I usually do Roman Tumble using the purse port, so you know what I'm gonna use the purse port. For the tunnel, I can beat this time using... These days I feel like this is cheating. It feels like cheating. It feels so wrong, but you know what? Whatever. Bridge to bridge. Vineyard Voyager 24 seconds is questionable. And then La Boca 29 seconds is also questionable. Okay. I wouldn't say that this is a sandbag time. I'd say it's not. Okay. I can actually do faster, but that's a pretty low bar to beat, unfortunately. So this configuration feels like a cheat, I'll be honest. Seconds. If you're slower than 24 seconds using the on bridge to bridge, you are cooked. And this guy's using the Nevera TA yet. Okay, so I'm wrong about 24 seconds. 24 seconds is still too slow. It should be 23 seconds. Alright. Okay. Next. What the? Mini Anya. Motorsports defense? Really? Okay, fine, whatever. That's a nice defense. That is a nice defense team, but unfortunately, yeah, that's a nice defense team, but unfortunately, I think that's just for theatrics. That's it. Where is my solos? Okay. You know what? No. Let's go with the M Hybrid V8. This is a horrible idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Double roundabout. I already know the car for this. It's the 1896. Rocketing. You know what? With the never time attack? Fine. Okay, sure. Yeah, for the purpose of sandbagging, I don't go all out. Maybe with the exception, I don't go all out with the exception of opponent 1 cases. Got him. 8101 game. Motorsports team. Okay. Yeah. 31 seconds. Actually, I think I can do better than 31 seconds using the tech rules. The tech rules has a really good acceleration profile that most of the time it only needs orange nitro. Its top speed is not that fast, which means getting to top speed is actually much easier with just orange nitro. I don't need to spam shockwave like all the time. Oh my god, stop spinning. Alright, nice. Okay. Nice. Promoted to rookie. Okay. Give me some top ones, darn it. No. Not too strong. Okay. I said give me some top ones, and then I stumbled on a player 1 who's like using OP cover. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. Ish. Oh well, whatever. Railroad puzzle using the Nevera T8. You know what? I have not tried that yet. I should try that. Green spotter. This is a horrible idea. Since I'm up against a sandbag opponent anyway, I might as well try it. Roman Byron. Okay, fine, sure. Wait, no. What's my best car for Roman 5? You know what? I have not used this yet. I should use this. This car's basically a mini time attack. It's just slower than a time attack, but it's like monster acceleration. Why did I use this for Hellvale? Yeah, why did I use this for Hellvale? Weird. Okay. Along the Seine. Okay. It's time, unfortunately. If I get better than 19.5 seconds with this, I'd be happy. Didn't hit the shockwave, dang it. Damn. Riverine launch? I'm sorry. You're going down. You are going down. What is the car I use for Gizira again? Oh yeah, solos. Actually, you know what? Sure. What the heck? I'll use the 600 LT for once. Paris of the East. This is a horrible idea, but I might as well. Bridge to bridge. Just give me people. "25 seconds number part, really?" Yeah, sandbag. Crazy sandbag time. Okay. Okay. Target. Get the devil. That is a weird way to intimidate people with the devil. But on Riverine launch, really? What kind of practice Riverine launch? Riverine launch heavily favored cars with high nitro. Like there's a lot, 50% of the 50% of the road is like long stretches of where you need to use nitro. So yeah, it favors high acceleration because of one big jump. But then after that, it favors cars with long nitro. Okay. Bridge to bridge with the Emola. This is a horrible idea, but I might as well stick with it. Not bad. Alright, up next. This is the reason why I'm thinking that this is the reason why the Devil is not a good car for this track. I said before that the Devil is like a Nemi Plus in a lot of ways. And then there's this long set of turns over here that can be glided over if you have like a car with long perfect nitro. So what is your time in freefall Himalayas with the Jetcore Venom? With the Venom, my fastest I think is 18.9. That is my fastest recorded time. However, my average time is like 19.2 or 19.3. Give or take. Would you mind doing a private lobby with the Jetcore Venom? Sure. After I'm done with the, I have like one more Gauntlet ticket, so I might as well do that. Sure. Okay. So 22. I just need 22, which means I can challenge a player opponent one guy. And don't worry, I know who you are. You frequently drop comments on my YouTube shorts, telling me that I have skill issue. Well, honestly, good. Glad that I leave that kind of impression on you. Gezira Island. Gezira? I don't think so. You gotta be kidding me. The tunnel. Wait, the tunnel 21. Yeah, I didn't know you were this good. I wouldn't say that I'm good. I wouldn't say that I'm good either. I mentioned in my garage level 60 tour a week ago that I'm mostly mid. Like, I'm not alien for sure, but then again, I'm not an NPC player who just uses touch drive on the last 3 days of multiplayer. For the most part, I just play well enough to be entertaining and not like stuck all the time. Wait, was it Tunnel Jam? Oh, sorry, the Tunnel. Tunnel Jam is like the 90-second race. Hold on. Speed Hill. You know what? Sure. Ultima. I still can't do dipping down. I still can't do 54 on dipping down. 59 is my best. To be fair, yeah, same. Roman byroads. You know what? I want to throw this guy a bit. Roman byroads with the reverse hot rod. Because why not? Okay, I'm just gonna build these first. All right, let's do it. You know something weird? You guys know something weird, by the way? So, people were complaining about the Jesco Absolute showing up as the Jesco Absolute giving the, what is this? Giving the devil the boot. Here's something weird. Many people probably didn't realize. I think people have already got desensitized already by the loading screen. But the loading screen always have featured the Jesco Absolute. Alright. People have always featured. The car has always featured. The loading screen has always featured the Jesco Absolute for some reason. And people have seen like so many times that people don't realize it anymore. Probably people noticed it after they were giving the devil the boot. Or they planned to give the devil the boot, but didn't. Yet. I have a feeling they will, but not yet. And if that happens, an A9C is a free Gauntlet Division 5 car. Oh, okay. Got him. Got him. I technically can do better than that, realistically speaking. But still, got them. They low-key pasted the A9C banner to Gauntlet. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I guess I'm gonna stop there and... Yeah, I don't need to beat this guy. Okay. Okay. Time to claim my reward. Dang it, I can only buy one. Okay, fine, whatever. Sure. The reason why I'm buying this is because I'm giving myself every opportunity to actually unlock this car in the upcoming SE. So for those who are not familiar, by the way, for those who don't check who regularly check the events calendar, there's a Tushek SE, there's a Tushek 900 SE that's coming up. This car has existed ever since New Breed Rivals, I think. Yes, New Breed Rivals. It was one of the cars that was featured in New Breed Rivals. It's the original run of the SE back in the global version was like a disaster. You just straight up not worth. Here's the thing. At 54 out of 85, there's a very high chance that I'm going to unlock this car already. So, and at the moment, here on the Gauntlet store, most of these cars don't really interest me right now. Not right now. I mean, I just dumped most of my Gokens at the like a Neon last season in Raw Circuit, which is the reason why it's currently at 5 stars. I'm seriously considering this. I'm seriously considering buying this car's key. But considering how frequent this car's featured in events, I might actually end up not buying this car's key. Or there's a very high likelihood that I'm probably not gonna buy this car's key anymore. But anyway, as of right now, none of the Gauntlet cars actually interest me, unfortunately. So Class B, Class A. I considered the Asphalt, but then the Asphalt is already going to have a car hunt very soon, a special hunt very soon. So spending on this one is like going to be not that. Neon is best car. Yes. Don't worry. I know that. However, this car has been featured in events so frequently. I might actually get this car's key without even paying for this. I might actually get this car's key without paying for it. So I'm gonna have to save that up. Devil, yeah. This has not really interested me at all, long term. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it at. Is it currently at Gauntlet? Okay. The best price for blueprints, as somebody who has played this game for at least 8 years, the best price for blueprints is free. As it has always been. So, testing. Can you imagine? I'm like an 8-year-old player in this game, and then for some reason I still don't have the jet scope. Oh well, whatever. And besides, yeah, that's a good point. Why do I want the devil when I already have this car? Okay, so that's my average time. So that's my average time. That is the time that I usually target with the Venom, which is around 19.5. My fastest is usually around 19.2. No, that's not my fastest. My fastest is 19 seconds flat. Okay, there you go. Had a good run. I almost got 17 once. The majority of people who I encounter on free fall usually have a time of 19.5. And more often than not, they're not even using the devil. So if I do encounter somebody on free fall with the devil, well, I'm gonna have to double check on that. Did they set a fast time, or did they set a sandbag time? Okay. Whenever I'm trying something new, it's always bad. So maybe after a few runs, I'm gonna do that. Maybe I do the 360 at the... No. Okay. You can learn a proper quick 360 on Putong. You can do 1 minute 3 on Tutong. I'm not sure about that one. I'm gonna have to brush up on how fast I can do on Putong. I didn't realize Nanjing Stroll and Putong was like the same track. Okay. That took forever to realize. I'm gonna use my benchmark car for this one. Since I know this is a car that I can reliably do 1 minute something. I'm not sure how fast is fast, but I can. But this is my most reliable. This is my most consistent car. All right. Oh well. Okay, that was bad. 1 minute 6. I think. Wait, you know what? I'll bring up my Excel sheet again. Where is my time attack? Hold on. Is it Asphalt time attack? No. That's weird. I am so used to Naniwa Tour. Yeah, I think 1 minute 6 is my best time for Putong rice. Interesting enough, the best. What is this? The track that I practiced the most on is possibly Naniwa Tour. In multiplayer, I get absolutely wrecked whenever an agility track shows up. Okay. agility track shows up, I usually get wrecked. So Naniwa Tour is like the track that I practiced a lot. Okay. I currently don't have AL or else I would have tried 1 minute more. Okay, yeah. Alright. So you know what? I'll show you guys something else instead. No. No. You know what? Fine. Osaka. Naniwa Tour. It's been a while since I tried this car in Naniwa Tour, because for some reason you just go. As I said, I don't have the Jesco. I wish. LVN? Nope. I also wish. Oh yeah, that's actually a good reason why. Naniwa Tour is a good agility track. You cannot cheat the lap time because Naniwa Tour has 3% air time. And by definition of air time, by the way, I mean times when you can go faster than your top speed. That's my definition of air time. On. One minute 7. I'm a hop off. Good luck, chat. Good time chatting with you. All right, nice. Well, take care, and also please also do watch more of my shorts and keep roasting me as well, because I'd like that. All right. Maybe one of these days I should do a stream where I'm just time attacking tracks and do absolutely no multiplayer. Instead, you guys trying to recommend me what are the best way to actually take a track, because there are still some tracks that I have no idea how to properly take or properly race. I'm not even kidding. Instead, these are just tracks that I wish that don't show up in multiplayer. I'm not even kidding. So, oh well. Oh, it's stress break already? Dang, okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do like one race. Since I already did this race. And also to screw you with you guys, I'm gonna play this I'm gonna play this race with fixed cam because why not? As the ultimate CN Blazer, of course, I'm going to do this with my CN. Because why not? Imagine randomly getting into a lobby with top speed monsters and then those top speed monsters get absolutely wrecked. My god. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Oh, I'm actually pretty close to the end of the series for this one. Wait, where's the 200k? Where's the 200k? Okay, the 190k. Alright. Oh. Ayla 60. Where's the Ayla 60? $12, $13, $12. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That is 100. Okay, wait. $124.7. Wait, what did I use? Acceleration. Okay. Oh, I did acceleration and handling. I am currently, excuse me, I'm currently 649,000. I'm currently 649,000 away. Yeah, I'm currently 649,000 cost credits away from. Oh well, fine, whatever. Not much I can do with that. So this is a horrible thing for me to show on stream. I may have posted this. Where is it? I may have posted this on one of my YouTube posts, one of my YouTube community posts. So, what is this? This is a speed graph tracking. Yeah, this is a speed graph tracking down. Yeah, this is basically a speed graph that is tracking down the changes in which the speed. Yeah, the changes in speed throughout the track. Yeah. So this is what Naniwator looks like. Let me open some more. This is what Frozen Route looks like. So basically, the point of this is that I made a program. I made a program which collects every single speed reading per frame, and then track the speed readings across the entire race. What is my point? I'm trying to get the average speed. At first, people are like, how do you know if a track is a speed track or a cornering track or somewhere in between? People keep saying that India is a speed track. Here's the thing. This is what frozen route looks like. Yeah, this is what frozen route looks like. If you're gonna collect every single reading and then get the average of everything, you'll notice that the average speed of this track is somewhere around 410 kilometers per hour. You can see that on the yellow line here, right? You can see that on the yellow line here. That is the average speed, or the most common speed. I try to find a way to figure out what is the best way to measure speed consistency, and I figured out that 38% is actually a good metric to figure out, to use. So basically, it takes the bottom 38%. It takes the bottom 38% readings. If they're sorted from slowest to fastest, right? If they're sorted from slowest to fastest, you take the bottom 38% and then you average them. I figured out that 38% is actually a good place to start. Which, by the way, if you're nerdy enough, this is actually phi squared. 1 divided by phi squared. So that's some math nerdy stuff right there. So 38%. I could have just gone with 40%, but I decided 38%. So 38% slow. The average speed of the car at 38% slow is 344 kilometers per hour, which is kind of fast. Or rather 60% of the car's speed, or at least effective speed. If we jump back to Naniwa Tour, here's the thing about Naniwa Tour. The thing about Naniwa Tour is that you only get 2 seconds, just 2 seconds of airtime. Or rather, no. There are many jumps in Naniwa Tour. It just so happened that the opportunity for you to go faster than your top speed is like very scarce. Like, yes, sometimes there's like small jumps, but it's not enough to actually make you go faster than your top speed. But if you're gonna compare it to Himalayas, where the amount of time that you spend above when the amount of time that you spend faster than your top speed is like a whopping 20 seconds, or close to almost 30% of the race, it kind of makes sense that the average speed of the race. It kind of makes sense that the average speed of the entire race is like really fast, like way faster than 400 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, the reason why Naniwa Tour feels slow. Wait, is this Naniwa Tour? The reason why Naniwa Tour feels slow is because you're only on the ground for a whopping 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. So, with all of that, and the engine sound guy is here. Nice. Huitrong GT. So, with all of that said, so this is what a cornering track looks like with no jumps. Wait. This is what a cornering track looks like with no jumps whatsoever, or rather 2 seconds of jumps. This is what a speed track looks like with 30 seconds worth of jumps. Sorry, 20 seconds worth of jumps, or 30% of jumps. And by 30% of jumps, I'm talking about jumps in which you can go faster than your top speed. That now brings the question: what about India? people keep saying that India is a speed track, right? Let me show you guys. This is T-Rush. This is T-Rush. Now, I'm not saying that T-Rush is as bad as Naniwa Tour, but if you're gonna look at how wildly the graph goes, like if you're talking about the quartering track, it makes sense that the speed is like wildly varying. It doesn't stay still, right? However, T-Rush kind of looked like that. It just so happened that the reason why people say India is a speed track, look at the average speed. 396 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast. Like it reaches 82% of its speed. By the way how this is calculated is that the bottom speed is 200 kilometers per hour, because 200 is like the slowest the graph goes. So I consider 200 as the bottom line, and then 440 is like its top speed, or 100%. So 396 kilometers per hour is like 80% of its speed for average speed. And the reason why is because it feels fast, because a whopping 27% or close to 30% of the track is airtime. Or 30% of the track, you're actually going faster than your top speed. So, but if we decide to ignore all the times when the car goes faster and focus on the time when the car goes slow, the 38% slow of the Ultima on T-Rush is 50%. 50%. Which means that this track is not a speed track, and it's far from being, this track is far from being this track is way far from being a quartering track either, a twisty track either. This lands firmly in the realm of balanced. So there's like, T-Rush has really brutal corners. Like corners that's actually going to make corners that's actually going to make the devil cry. T-Rush has very, very brutal corners, which is the reason why I have a race on my channel where I'm using the slowest car in Gold League at the time, the Solos GT, and I was butting heads with the fastest cars of Gold League, which is the Icona and the non-Evo Lycan. And I ended up in second place. That shows, even from this graph, it shows that India, specifically the one that uses the caves, is not a speed track. Only Spice Circuit and Whispering Falls are actually true speed tracks. But anything that involves the middle section of India, automatically it is a balanced track. Now, I have not tested any 120-second tracks yet, but I need to test those for sure if I want to get a good experience. Now, example, Tunnel Jam, yeah. Tunnel Jam and Rush Minute are part of San Francisco. San Francisco is typically known as a very fast track. But that's assuming that you actually focus on the center part of San Francisco. If you focus on Rush Minute and Tunnel Jam, it's actually more of a balanced track. So I have not tested that yet, but I should definitely test that. So yeah. So this is like a very, very nerdy side of this. Is like many time attackers use these kinds of graphs to actually show to show what are some corners that they can improve on. I plan to actually overlay this on top of a video to show like where are the most brutal corners in a track. So this shows that India is a balanced track and not a speed track. Only the outer ring of India is a speed track. But if it involves the caves, no, it's not a speed track anymore. Because I swear, those caves are really brutal. When you exit those caves, it's really, really brutal. I assure you. All right. Oh yeah. So for those who are new to my stream right now, who just came in, you might notice that my lighting looks weird. That's because I think my ring light died. Okay. I need to get off my chair. So that's like a super nerdy number crunching side of Asphalt. Let's crunch some numbers with Microsoft Excel. All right. What is 33 plus 6? 39. Okay. Okay. So I need to do, as usual, 6 jumping jacks. And 3 new lights. Okay. 6. Wait. What is 9 plus 6? Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 60. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so for those who did drop a subscribe and those who didn't drop a like, thank you for that. Okay. That's like some F1 race engineering speed analysis. Pretty interesting. Yes. Actually, yes. Because I'm already tired of people in Discord repeatedly saying that India's a speed track. That's not always the case. Unfortunately, many tracks in Gauntlet are pretty much binary. That's for sure. Or usually they actually bring out the best in the car depending on the track. Like people can label the 90-second tracks pretty easily. Like it's a speed track, it is a cornering track. However, in Gauntlet, it's not that simple. Like for example, Riverine Launch, it focuses on agility, but that depends. For example, Riverine Launch and Resort Dash, I realized that they actually do their best if your car has the most nitro. So it's a nitro track. Like there are some cars that are really good agility, but they have really crap nitro. Like for example, the Chiron Burst Sport, and maybe I guess the 07S, which are very, very similar in terms of their handling characteristics and their speed characteristics. They're basically agility cars with very low nitro. But if you take them to Riverine Launch and Resort Dash, they kind of suck compared to the other cars in their rank range. So they actually fit best in Railroad Bustle. Yeah, they fit best in Railroad Bustle. I can't name another one. At the moment, I can't name another one. So yeah. So Railroad Bustle is a very acceleration track. So if your car has very strong acceleration, Railroad Bustle definitely Railroad Bustle definitely brings out the best in cars with high acceleration. Resort Dash and Riverine Launch, if you ask me, they are nitro tracks. If your car has like seemingly infinite nitro, they do really well in those tracks. So they bring out like the best in like maybe one or two areas of the car. So it amplifies their maybe their two best stats, but it also hammers the car really hard on the worst parts of the car. So that's why there's some people that are like, why is it that there's some cars that are like only 4,000 rank get actually winning in Gauntlet? Yeah, exactly. Like for example, so you're very familiar with Ironclad Descent, right? There are many other tracks in Gauntlet that kind of works like that. What is an example? I call them jump tracks. Like they do really well if the car can actually gain air time, can gain airspeed really easily. Is it Leap of Faith? No. Double Roundabout. Double Roundabout is actually pretty interesting. So Double Roundabout, it's Double Roundabout, and I guess also Rocketing. However, Rocketing is not really that much into speed, into airspeed. But basically, the longer tracks, you can easily classify them as cornering, balance, or speed. But in Gauntlet, it's not that simple. So, yeah. Basically, I'm using that tool to essentially crunch numbers. Yeah. Basically, I'm using that tool to crunch numbers so that we can end the argument of is this track for speed? Is this track for cornering? Is this track for balance? And basically, with the numbers, I can prove that India is not a speed track. Well, assuming you ignore the outer ring. Because if you only look at the outer ring, yes, India's a speed track. But out of the six tracks in India for 90 seconds, that is a whopping two tracks. That is a whopping two tracks that are only speed. So everything else is like, it's balanced. And I now have the numbers to prove it. And likewise, I guess you can also use that tool to, you can use that system. It's actually a single tool. It's actually, you can use that system to, improve your times on certain cars. And see which cars actually suck. Yeah, Time Attacker, from my knowledge, I know Time Attackers use that kind of tool, like the speed graph thing. That's just like F1. What is this? This is like some nerd. That's like some nerd number crunching BS. Yes, correct. Number crunching. Hey, I number crunch for fun. All right. Okay. Which is the reason why I got to level 60 with only 279 cars. And then Raw Circuit, for some reason, ballooned my garage to 290. Yes, I can blame Raw Circuit season for that because of the Sonic Spotlight. All right. Oh wait, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. No, that's cool. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's fun to see different perspectives. be fair, I actually got this idea from analyzing FPS graphs. So if you're familiar with looking in PC performance or tech related stuff or performance, that is like graphs that you encounter a lot, like benchmarking and all of that. And I know a lot of people don't really pay attention a lot for a game that's primarily a mobile game. I mean, regardless of how you slice it, this game is still mobile coded. The fact that this game is on consoles and on PC means it can be taken apart like a full console, like a full-fledged console game. So, dang it, I couldn't overtake the Senna. Okay. I might actually consider doing like a time attack on Naniwa. Like, I might upload a video where I time attack Naniwa Tour, where I do a quick time attack, and then I show the graph, and then I show like the change as it goes through the graph. Like, as the car races through the track, it shows the changes in the graph, and show like the most brutal of corners and all of that. Noobzilla? Is this guy familiar? Nah, I don't think so. I know there's a guy named Mozabella or something. Mozzarella? I'm not sure. Mozabella. For those who are not familiar, by the way, this car is the car that I used for Perfect Nitro's Cringe 3. Just not exactly this configuration. Yeah, Mozabella, okay. Dang it. Hello, traffic check. Hello, traffic check. They can't stop people. These road ragers cannot hit people on the track, so they end up just traffic checking everything. Because hey, traffic checking is fun. Why wouldn't you not traffic check? Traffic check. Why wouldn't you not traffic check? I was supposed to upload a video like 2 days ago, but unfortunately I couldn't upload a video because dang it, I said the same thing 3 times. I couldn't upload it because for like 3 days straight, for some reason my body keeps oversleeping. Like, I take a nap at 9 p.m. and then I wake up 6 a.m. I wonder if Chicago has any... Okay, I cannot read that for some reason. I'll take a look. wonder if Chicago has any speed track. So, you know what? I can probably do that ASAP. Or I can do like maybe a few runs. Use mic with noise cancellation. Wait. Ank V. Thank you for joining in. You want mic with noise cancellation? All right, I'll turn on the noise cancellation. Oh wait, I accidentally turned it off. Okay, I'll turn it back on. All right. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, you can hear my air conditioner kick. Oh well. Technically speaking, I don't need my air conditioner. It's just that I'm 99% sure the neighborhood is gonna give us noise complaints for me streaming at night. So I did rooftop roulette in third. Yeah, that's understandable. What the? Oh boy. I keep getting stomped by these. You know, here's the thing. I don't know what is with the multiplayer in the morning. But during the morning, it seems like almost every track that shows up is like speed track. Then everybody is like using try-ons. Sorry, Nemi. One of the Discord mods was like, I keep calling the try-on as Nemi. And then there was this one time where he painted the Nemi pink. And then he made this weird edit where he tried to get my attention and then he's like, Nemi-chan, ooh. Why? Look, I'm familiar with anime culture, alright? But why? Why did you have to moify the Nemi? Go ahead and moify the Ace Park Owl. It has a lot of anime decals, alright? Why do you have to moify the Nemi? Okay, anyway. He painted the Nemi pink, and then he called it Nemi-chan. Why? I recently discovered that cars with anime paint jobs is called Itacha cars, and for some strange reason, when you translate Itacha in Japanese, it means painful car. Who's this? Are you talking about the one who paint? Are you talking about the guy who? Are you talking about the guy who did the pink try-on? Well, he's no longer a Discord mod in the actual Discord, but it was Hehe. H-E-H-E. I'm not even kidding. So, I recently discovered that cars with anime paint jobs are called Itasha cars, which if you're gonna translate it from Japanese, it means painful car. I guess if you're gonna try to fit that in the TikTok Zoomer language, it means cringe car. Which also kind of makes sense, I guess, if it's called cringe car. I'm joking, yeah, what the heck. Or are you talking about the guy, that other post with NBN8? Hitata or Hinata? I'm actually not sure. Okay, I have a new MP car, technically. So I recently got this car to 6-star, it's just that I have not applied all the epics yet, unfortunately. So this car's effectively a 5-star car, which is the reason, which for the longest time, I've always said that for the longest time, 6-star cars without epics are just 5-star cars. And I can prove it. This car is technically faster than the Senna. The vanilla Senna, not the GTR. So in a lot of ways, I would say that this car is Vanda 3. No, I would say this is S-Class Vanda 1. Any thoughts with this RX-7 being in D-Class? Honestly, I think that's fair. I think the logic behind it is probably that the RX-7 is like the most stock of the 3 JDMs that showed up recently. Where is it? You know, because this car's black. Yeah, because this car's black, it's sometimes so difficult to find it. I realize it's actually next to the Type R. However, the camber is weird. It's like stanced AF. Where's the Supra? However, I know the Supra's modded. You wanna know why? It has a backup camera. Usually, normally you wouldn't see a JDM casually have this Supra is an old GDM. Is a classic JDM. All right, this is a classic JDM. Why does it have a backup camera? So clearly this car's modded. It's not stock. Wait, I'm wondering, does the Skyline have a backup camera? What's the necessity of putting a backup cam to reverse? Duh. The Skyline does not have a backup camera. Dang it. You know, if we're gonna talk about modern aerodynamics, now I realize that the Skyline as iconic that the Skyline looks from the rear, this is actually the least aerodynamic car when going fast. And it doesn't have a backup camera. And the car stereo is classic. The car stereo is classic. It's not the modern touchscreen yet. Okay, what's the necessity of putting a backup cam so that you can park? But there's no need for you to park in this game, so realistically speaking, it's just to tell people that this car's modded. Wait, I remember that the Evo cars, you can buy epics with tokens. I bought one epic for the Senna GTR. But now the C11 does not have that option. Weird. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's weird. It usually depends on the availability. That's one thing that I noticed. It depends on the availability. If you have the opportunity to get more epics, like for example, there's a special event that's going on, but for some reason you already run out that event's epics, it gives you the option to just buy more. Usually. Not all the time, but usually. But yeah, the C11 is like out of left field, and literally nobody's going to get lit. Wait, what? Wasp turtle? Okay, interesting. I'm using the Kansai drift method. The reason why is because when I drift like that, it gives you a more aggressive turning angle. Some people said that when I did that kind of turn, they were like, bro's doing the devil drift on a car that's not a devil. I'm like, wait. That's how you drift with a devil? What? Okay. The devil drift. I'm actually not aware that was called the devil drift or something. I just call it the faint drift or the... Yeah, I just call it the faint drift or the counter drift. Like, it's a real drifting maneuver. You steer the opposite direction for like a second, and then you immediately steer the other way. It's essentially just inertia drifting. PTR tornado. Wait, this is a Vanda lobby? No, it's not. Imagine being faster than the Vanda, but you can't catch up to a Vanda. Well, unfortunately, it's because I can't. Unfortunately, because as of the moment, I'm not even ranked higher than a Vanda. So, I also have a new feeling that new GT3 RS will get Evo sometime. I'll be honest. I feel like that car's meant to be evil. Like that car was like it was introduced, purpose built to be evil. Because there's no way that a newer car, a 2023 version of an earlier model, is actually legitimately slower. Oh, there's Watch Turtle again. Oh wait, Midwest. They purposely put bad stats. Yeah. Like if you think about it, that should be like something that you would do on a kit car. Like the Ultima RS. The Ultima RS, by the way, is a kit car, not a... The Ultima RS, by the way, is not a LMP car. It is actually a kit car. So you basically buy the frame and the stuff to actually connect the transmission and all of that. The only thing missing is the engine. So you can put in any engine you want, as long as it fits, of course. So you can put a V6, V8, maybe V10 or V12. Yes, I know. Huitrong GT, I know you're already getting really triggered with the V10 engine sounds. Dang it. Mission R. Okay. Surprisingly, there's actually not much options here. You know what? Fine. I'm surprised nobody has considered putting a V20 in the car yet. And suddenly I realized that sounds like a bad idea. A V20 is usually a truck engine. And by truck engine, I don't mean like F-150 truck engine. More like a 10-wheeler truck engine. Wait, is someone surfing? Did you guys see that? Somebody was surfing. Somebody was surfing. Don't tell me it's the Onyx driver. It's the Onyx driver, is it? It's the Onyx driver. Oh. What the heck? Wait a minute, he's on phone. God. And Venom GT, do you think they'll also get the car low rank to get? Do you think that they made the car low rank to get Evo? You know, to be honest, that kind of seems. That kind of feels like it, to be honest. In some ways. Because you wouldn't evo a high-ranking car, a high-performing car, normally. But then again, the Vantage GT12 2023 edition exists. Stop spinning, oh my god. I mean, to be fair, you might actually notice that there are some hypercars in the game that are weird stats. Like, here's a good question. Why is the CCXR, which is like the oldest Koenigsegg hypercar in the game, higher ranked than the Jesko? And even more, and even more. So, wait. The Jesko is down here. Alright? The Jesko is down here. Why is the Agera RS and the Agera 1 or Koenigsegg 1-1 ranked higher than the Jesko? When you'd expect that the Jesko, would be like, it would smoke these two. Like, top speed wise, of course, it wouldn't make sense that these two cars, that the Jesko, the regular Jesko, would smoke the two Ageras. But why is the Agera RS and the 1-1 way up here? Like, I understand that the J cabs is actually ranked way higher, right? So I'm already beginning to guess. The Venom F5 is here. Okay. Why would you want to make I don't know, a Tryon clone, a kind of Tryon clone, when knowing some pattern recognition, this car is possibly going to be somewhere up here. When you think about it, that kind of makes sense. But I don't know. Like, it kind of makes sense. However, I wouldn't go as far as to say that it's like it would go head to head against the Venom F5, because probably somewhere here that would make sense, realistically. Dang it, I got none. Oh well, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna run out my Nemi fuel. Let's hope I can get some faster tracks. Because unfortunately, I have really bad luck with this car for twisty tracks. I keep getting twisty tracks for some reason. It's usually 50-50, to be fair. Okay. You are really messing with me. Oh well, whatever. Might as well deal with it. Heck? Was that a noble speedster? Is the Agera RS the only car that has the biggest speed upgrade from stock to max? Oh, that I'm not sure. It's like a 30-kilometer. Yeah, that I'm not sure about that. I actually didn't know this because I never drove the Agera RS stock, so I'm not sure about that. Wait. Okay. Oh, finally, speed trap. Dipping down. Sorry, derping down. Too fast. Come on. Yes. To be fair, I just got lucky. Wait, sand? I was gonna say I got lucky, but then again, I didn't realize there was a Lambo sent in. There was an Evo Lambo sent in the. Yeah, I actually noticed that. No wonder it actually took me a while to actually get to fight my way to the front. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's the end of this. I guess that's the end of this stream. But I'm not gonna end it. I'm not gonna end the stream yet. Don't worry. Not yet. Okay. Won't get like. Wait, where is this from? I destroy Vandas with fitting music. You know, I really like that edit. I really like that edit. That YouTube short where I said I destroy Vandas with fitting music. It was just kind of disappointing that it didn't do well for some reason. Okay. Okay. So 10 jumping jacks. Hold on. All right, 10 jumping jacks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So for those who did drop a subscribe, and for those who did drop likes, thank you for that. Okay. So for those who are currently watching, all I'm going to say is, well, thank you guys for watching. You have already reached the end of the stream, and so far, there's no interesting events right now other than the Drive Syndicate. However, I'm really excited for the Tushek event. That's actually. Is that music also in the Burnout game? Because I remember hearing it. Okay, here's the thing. Answer is yes and no. The music is Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne, which appeared in 2 Burnout games. However, the music that I used in that YouTube short is not the same music. Instead, that is a cover by a VTuber. She goes by the name Dokibird. So it's actually a cover of Avril Lavigne's Girlfriend. And then, to invoke the feeling of Burnout vibes, yes, I put it in a clip where I was actively destroying Vandas in MP. So that's the reason why that YouTube short has hashtag burnout on it. So that was intentional. And actually, the timing of that music video, of that music on the clip is just wild. Like, you guys can go watch the clip after this. I highly encourage it because that clip is like lacking a lot of views for some reason. I'm never uploading at that time of the day again, ever again. I need to upload like in the morning. So yeah. There's not really much. Car Hunter 05, hello, thank you for joining in. I would like to also point out to Car Hunter 5 that I'm actually wrapping up my stream, unfortunately. So if you're interested in watching the rest of this, stream, I highly encourage it as a VOD, unfortunately. So yeah. Anyway, I do have one video planned today. I think it's probably gonna come out today, and if not today, it's probably gonna be tomorrow. So I'm uploading a follow-up to the garage tour. Yeah, I'm uploading a follow-up to the garage tour where I highlight some new cars that I actually obtained since the garage tour. Yeah, I figured it's better to upload in the morning too, because during the morning, that is actually evening in American time. Literally where majority of everyone's audience actually shows up, surprisingly enough. So if I upload like 9 p.m. my time, or like 5 hours earlier from now, it was like a horrible time for some reason. Like even if 24 hours has passed, it's like YouTube doesn't want to recommend it anymore. It's so weird. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, there's not many new events that are happening right now, but I'm really excited for the Tushek event that's happening. That's going to be happening this week. So rather, not this week, but this Monday. I'm going to be uploading a new video very soon, which is what is this? The unowned garage, or cars that I wish I own, but I currently don't own. So basically, the failure. The fail garage, kind of. So yeah. Anyway, that's all. I guess that's all for now. I guess I hope to see you guys next week. I'm not really sure when I'm gonna be streaming next week. It's either these days it's either anywhere between Thursday to it's anywhere between Thursday to Saturday these days. I'm actually not sure, like whenever it feels like it. But yeah, anyway. Either way, I hope you guys do subscribe for my for most of my new content, and I hope you guys also watch my horizontal, whether my horizontal or my vertical videos. I hope you guys do watch it. Also, from last week's video, I can't believe the amount of watch hours that I got on that video. It was insane. That was pretty impressive. Even if it's like 500 views, that's still still a lot of watch hours that I gained from that one. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week, and also watch out for my new content that's coming out this week. All right. Okay.